I look crazy. Hey y'all, good morning. Y'all. Oh my god, I woke up so late because yesterday I literally spent the whole day. What the hell is that sound? I guess she vacuuming, child. I don't know what that sounded. Anyway, um, yesterday was long as hell. I spent the whole day running errands, the whole day. And it was funny because, well, we went to Presidente, right? An incident had happened at Presidente where they charged it wasn't me, it was my mom. So they charged my mom with a meat, like some regular meat. And we buy like meat be expensive, I get it, but they charged at least 10 times the amount of the price of the meat. And it went through anyway, it went through the card or whatever. So we're sitting up there trying to return the amount because we're like, hold on, something is wrong. The price is crazy and we ain't even get that much groceries. So we're looking at the receipt and we're trying to like find out what's wrong with it. When we finally found out that there were like 200 something things of ribs, like it was so funny because we tried to return it and it was like the transaction was not being complete. It was like decline, decline, decline. It was crazy because and everyone's funny. Like everyone was behind us. There was like, you just don't have enough money, and it's like, girl, it's a return. It was so funny. It was holding up lines forever. It was crazy. That thing lasted at least an hour. So with a toddler in your hands and your mom kind of hot-headed and now, but she wasn't so hot-headed. Now, the thing with my mom though, she does have an aunt or her sister that she tells everything to. And so she's telling her sister, and my aunt, the one who talks to you like, you're across the street. So she calls her and she tells her the situation and she's like, oh, make them return everything. Make them return everything. And it's like, that made me wanted to come on and tell you guys what happened yesterday. But I felt like, lizards, but I felt like it already happened and it wasn't that serious. Like, it's the holidays, so everyone is kind of swamped and busy and tired and all types of stuff, right? Especially with this government, like, we're doing the best we can. So I'm not gonna put no pressure on nobody. Anyway, so I just felt like that aunt, she was like, oh, where y'all at? I'm coming. And it was like, dang. Like, thank goodness that she didn't come because we was able to get the situation settled. What they had to do was cut the price in half and return it. And it's like, even though it did take a long time, the way some people would have handled it would have made the whole thing worse. Anyway, so speaking of that lady, actually, yesterday, I mean, okay, so after the Presidente, we went to Sam's, and then, like, before they closed, fine, like, thank God, and then we went to Walmart, because I had to pick up some diapers, which was, like, right next door to Sam's, like they always are. Anyway, and then, so then we're tired. Hey, y'all, thanks for joining. So we're really tired. We come home. It's like 9. It's 9:30 at this point. We freaking come home ready to go to sleep. My baby's already asleep. But she woke up because I had to feed her. Because she basically didn't eat the whole day. We spent like the whole day out. So I had to feed her. And then I'm trying to put her back to sleep. Um, then my aunt comes over. And it's like, but then she didn't come by herself. It was a surprise visit. She came with some Canadians of ours. Like, we have family all over this world, and it's like, it's cute, it's whatever. Like I said, none of them is this complexion. They are of a brighter complexion. You know what I mean? So they're looking at me like, And like, of course, they're gonna say it's because I have my nose ring on. But the thing is, if I didn't have my nose ring on, they would try to like talk down on me. Either way, they talk down on me, right? But now I'm pretty sure they don't think I'm soft because I have this in my nose ring. You know what I mean? If you get it, you get it. Oh well, whatever. But anyway, so I'm just now meeting this one cousin who came from Canada, and he's looking at me. He's sizing me up. He's like, because he sees my nose ring. Well, first of all, he's like, okay, so he talks to me like he's speaking normal. He's like, hi, how are you? You know what I mean? Or he's like looking at me, trying to wait for me to say something, like for him to get the oh, because everybody they already had a conversation before they came here. The way he was like addressing me, and like I can always tell because me and my mom, like, our relationship is okay, and then as soon as they come, our relationship goes like crazy. It's like, oh, it's uneven and yada yada, like, it's always someone is taking more than other one's giving, or yada yada, and it's like, no, it's a mother-daughter relationship. Like, I'm her only child. She be wanting me around, and people be making it seem like I'm living off of her. Actually, no. I did leave this place once. Like, the thing is, people don't get, I came back to help her because she was like, dang, da da da. And she was calling me every day, making up some reasons as to why we got to stay on the phone. To be honest, she was like, she was upset. She was worried. She was, her mind was going crazy. So I was like, listen, let me just move right back under your nose so you can see what the hell I'm doing. But then it got everybody thinking that I'm just like, I gave up on life and all kinds of stuff. I didn't give up. I'm actually in a place where I know my mom still sees me as her baby, her only child, and everything. But the thing is, she really needs help with a lot of things, and nobody else is really gonna help her. She's low key old. She had me very old, I'm not gonna lie. And you know what I mean? So I be helping her out in a place where nobody else does. And they look at me like I'm like taking from her, like I'm doing this, like taking advantage of her. And like I said, they literally give me the most negative, like, what's it called? The most negative, like, you know what I mean? Like, personalities, just because of the color of my skin, in my opinion, because I literally don't do anything. And it's like, when I did do everything, it was, oh, I'm not sharing, I'm not doing enough, yada yada. So I'm like, okay, let me not do anything. Now it's, oh, bum, oh, this. And I never ask anybody for help because I know how to get it on my own. That's another story. But another thing is, this one aunt who talks to me like she's the one who doesn't like me. Thank you, right? Like, I don't be starting no problems. People start problems with me, and they expect me to coddle their problems. Like, for example, my aunt, the one who I tell you who talks to me like she's across the street, she likes to tell everyone that my baby doesn't like her, or she tells everyone that I tell her that my baby doesn't like her. My toddler, who she yells at, nobody yells at my baby. My baby doesn't like to be yelled at, especially if she ain't do no wrong. You're like, like, she wants to play with the child or whatever, like she wants to have this playful energy, playful spirit, but my baby does not know you. You have to probably give her a toy. Be gentle, like, be opening, be like you know what I mean? Like, be for the baby. Don't have the baby be for you. My baby is not your toy. You know what I mean? And people see a baby and they're like, oh, you're supposed to have manners and you're supposed to, and it's like, bro, it's a baby. It's a baby. And the thing is, people be treating me crazy because I'm with my mom. And people are like, oh, I'm unfortunate and I'm trapped, or I'm like in a situation. No. I'm not gonna say too much because that's not the point. The point is how my aunt likes to jump to conclusions like I'm just a horrible person. And the thing with me and my mom's relationship, because my mom will take her little sister's side no matter what. And I get that. But that's the conflict that I have with the entire family. Because while she's over here yelling at my child and I'm telling her my child doesn't like that, she's telling everyone my child hates her and I don't like her in front of my child and I this and that. And it's like, that's not the case. I'm not telling you my child doesn't like you. I'm not telling you that. You're telling everyone that I don't want you around my child. You're doing that because you want me to get up and say, like you want to start a fight, you want to start an argument, and I don't have that energy for you. You have the energy for me. If you don't like me, you should probably say something to me so I can address that. You creating some, oh, my child doesn't like you. No, you're antagonizing my child. You come out of nowhere hollering at my baby. That's how you talk. Okay, whatever. That's how you talk. You can't control it. It's in your blood. It's in your DNA. You come hollering at my baby. And you don't want me to stand up for my baby. You don't want me to say, hey, if she's running away crying, she probably doesn't like that. You don't like when I say that. You want to tell everyone I'm jumping on you every time you do. I don't jump on you. I'm letting you know she don't like that. Stop. It's making her uncomfortable. And my mom's not going to do it. Like I said, she's going to stick up for her little sister. She's going to stick up for her little sister. She loves her little sister. Who doesn't love the baby of the family? Anyway, so she's over there telling everybody, like everybody, that her baby hates me. Her baby hates me. That's what it was said. That's what she said. That's what she said. And it's like, bro, you just want to start a fight. You want to start an argument. And I really don't have the energy for you. I think it's really unfortunate that you always feel the need. I find a lot of people that do that. Like, a lot of people find that when they have a problem in their life, they want to come challenge me, trying to find out where they went wrong or what's next for them. They need a read, you know what I mean? A read to find out what they're doing wrong or what they're not getting. I'm not your answer. If you're not getting it, go talk to God. And the thing is, this one aunt, she claims she's holier than thou. She done opened a church behind her house. Nobody goes. Look, you see, that's why I'm not trying to enter that energy. Other people have their own things that they're dealing with internally, and they want to externalize on you because they see you're chilling. You look like your eggs are in a row. You look like your ducks are quacking correct. They don't know what, So they come at you with the stuff that you don't have. Where's your man? I'm not showing you who my man is. Relax. Where's da da da? Where's your, like, I'm not showing you nothing. Like I said, in my past videos I said I'm not showing anybody anything, nothing, no progress, no nothing. Because when I was down and out, people would rather kick me down than help me up. Now that I'm up, people are trying to still kick me down. They think that I'm still down. Anyway, I say this to say that people have internal conflicts and they don't know. Okay, let me tell you about someone else before I get off live because I'm almost done. The same child, or the prostitute girl from Twitter who was on Young and Reckless. I'm not going to say too much about her identity, but I am going to say that she's a proud prostitute. And she's like always adamant about, okay, so we had a case where, yep, and we had a little thing where we shared a nigga, you know what I mean? Like, my baby daddy was her, I guess, trick too. And let me not say two, like I was a prostitute. It was two because he took me on a date and I really appreciated the date, but I saw what he was trying to do. And by the time I realized what he was trying to do, it was too late. I was pregnant. And at the time, I was down and out. So it's not like I could the abortion. But my child is beautiful. She's successful, anything. She kind of helped me get my fucking shit together because I was kind of slacking, I'm not going to lie. But because I was depressed, so I was in all types of shit. But I felt like my baby came at the right time because she gave me a reason to get my shit together and my coins up and everything that I'm not telling people. Anyways, back to the stripper, prostitute, both actually. So she's mad at me because, well, at first, all right, so me sticking up for this nigga, because I'm thinking, okay, he just likes her. He likes her BBL body. He just wants to be with, like, he just wants to, like, have a night with her. Let him be happy so that he could be a father. I want him to be happy so he could be the person he's supposed to be, right? Not that I care, but I just want him to be happy. And she's like, oh, you niggas don't pay enough. And I'm like, dang, girl, how much you need from him? Because he has babies. How much you need from him? So we go back and forth. We had this little tit for tat for a while, like forever. And I didn't really realize that she was just a local prostitute. I thought she was like some girl who felt like, if you want to be with her, you got to spend, coins on her. No, she's actually a stripper. Like, she's like, hey, you want to sleep with me? You got to offer me $10,000. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's $10,000. I don't know what her price is. But anyway, that was a long time ago. I stood up for him. I'm like, because he stands up for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he sticks up for me in some arguments too. So I be sticking up for him too. But anyway, so she be still throwing shade at me. Like, she'll throw shade at me. She's like, why do you have these niggas babies? They're gonna shit on you to be with us because they like our bodies and we're cute and we got money and we yada yada and we da da da. Girl, he's not with you because of your money. He's not with you because of your, well, he could be with you because of your looks. Whatever. I'm not saying you ugly. I'm just saying you got a BBL. If you look like a sex doll, why wouldn't he want to play with your body, especially if you offering? Now, why can't he negotiate the price that you offering at? It's not like he has to give you flowers. He just got to slide you $10 or something. Like, it's not that serious. Anyway, so she's mad at me, like heated. She's like, oh, you holier than thou ass bitches. And everything. And it's so funny. But she's always talking about, why would you have these niggas babies if he don't even want you? He don't want the baby. Da 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 da. It's just so funny because people don't see what you have going on, and she thinks that I'm living off of child support. She thinks that I'm like living off of child support. Like, oh, he didn't want it, but he's stuck with it and yada yada. No, like, people, okay, I mean to say this. We had this argument forever ago, and she continues to send shade. Like, I don't respond to her no more because once I realize she has a blue check, so she's doing it for her, you know what I mean? Like, for her response, for her, like, interactions and yada yada. So I don't interact. Like, I literally, if you see my Twitter, I retweet stars, flowers, plants, trees, like, aesthetic. I don't even, and I just retweet and I get off. It is so funny. But I retweet and I get off. And it's like every time people dogpile on her because she's always talking about how guys are stingy and they need to spend more money and stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, you don't have to be a prostitute. You could really quit if you want to. You don't have to, like, beat men up because, and the thing is, I don't like this. Like I said, I don't really like this energy because a lot of people do want a read from me. And I feel like she just wants me to remind her that, okay, let me rewind back. When she's doing all these tweets, like, she tweets her whole life. Like I said, Twitter is her job too, right? On Twitter, she puts that she's also paying for her mom's bills, her rent, da 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 da. She's helping her mom with her body. You're mad at me for having this man's baby, but you're selling your body to pay your mom's bills. And you want me to tell you how to fix that, how to fix your life, how to get together. That's the thing. Like, you, like, every so often she comes at me with, and y'all need to protect y'all wombs better. Y'all need to do better as black women. Da 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 da. Like, she comes at me like all the time, and it's like, you people in general, when they're lost in life, they be wanting me to like put them back on their path. And I really hate that. I'll do it for my mom. Obviously, that's my mom. But anybody else, I'm not doing it for. I'm saving my energy. I used to be that girl back in the day to really like read people like the dictionary, like a book, like a library, like a everything, like a librarian. Like, I'll be up in people's, and I'd be so right that people don't say anything back. They would rather call me a villain because I know better and yada yada. Here's another thing that I wanted to say. Winning in an argument, or having an argument, or being victorious in an argument, is knowing when to be quiet. Is knowing when to be quiet, because people will continue the argument behind your back and make it seem like you're the one who's like missing, or like, slow a little, or whatever. I just leave that cliffhanger hanging. Leave it hanging. Now, if you do tag me, if you come up to my face, it's different. But you're not going to address it. You want me to address it. That's why you're throwing subliminal shots. And that's why, like I said with my aunt, she's over here telling everyone that that I'm telling her that my baby doesn't like her. And all I'm doing is telling people, it's not true, it's a lie. It's not true, it's a lie. Just like with her, I'm not responding to her because she's nobody. But with my aunt, who's my mom's baby sister, it's not true, it's a lie. I'm not going to say, you're just mad, because there's so much to say that I'm not saying. And I think that that's leaving you with dignity, because I love you that much. All right, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. See you in my next video. Don't be late. Peace out.